I'm Dave Abrams.
And I'm Kristin Lagana. Welcome to Anne Arundel County Week in Review. In this week's episode, we'll give you all the information you need for Election Day, and we'll preview a film series coming to Eastport Library. But first, making headlines this week. The Anne Arundel County Police Department has been scoring major victories in the fight against drugs. They announced 21 arrests this week to bust up a major drug ring, seizures of nearly $1 million worth of drugs, 9 vehicles, and guns. County Executive Steve Shue said they are making a difference.
It was 4 years ago that we announced our administration's efforts to establish a partnership in public safety to make our county the safest place in Maryland. That partnership includes the police department, the fire department, the Department of Detention Facilities, the Office of Emergency Management, the Sheriff's Office, the State's Attorney's Office, Parole and Probation, and the City of Annapolis Fire, Police, and Emergency Services. Each of us believed then, as we do now, that partnership and open communication are the best way to protect the public. That is why these agencies and offices meet regularly as part of our Public Safety Core Group and share the information needed to make arrests and to put criminals away. The drug seizure we are announcing today demonstrates that our efforts are working to make our community safer, and that enforcement efforts to combat heroin epidemic in our county are making a difference.
This arrest comes just a month after police announced that they have made 70 arrests of gang members this year. Thank you to all of our men and women in blue for all that you do day after day to keep us safe. Can you even imagine going undercover in a case like this?
Absolutely not. It must be scary.
Well, yeah, and especially like you specifically.
Me specifically?
I don't think you could.
I would wear a really bad mustache, one of those 70s
you would be horrible.
Mustaches.
You would be like Reno 911 in this situation.
Totally.
I, however, would get super into character. I would think like I'm Scarlet Agent, like Natasha from whatever. What is it?
You would
the
be
movie.
So much more sophisticated than me doing it.
Yeah.
You would
exactly.
be like legit.
Yes.
You would, yeah, I'm sure that's how you would do it. Well, we have an update for you on 3 elementary schools that started construction this week. Superintendent George Arlotto joined County Executive Shue, Councilman Chris Trumbauer, and House of Delegates Speaker Mike Bush to kick off construction of Edgewater, Tyler Heights, and Richard Henry Lee elementary schools, which will serve more than 1,500 students. This year's supplemental county budget included $36 million to get started and fast-track the schools. They are scheduled to open in September of 2021, just in time for the little Laganas. No?
Woo!
Maybe?
Pressure's on.
No pressure. No pressure.
And I have a little Abrams.
No, probably not.
Well, I've got some amazing news for you about another potential bundle of joy, Dave.
Really?
Yeah. There's still plenty of puppies and kitties available at Animal Care and Control in Millersville. You should get down there, see what's available, and your fees could include spay and neuter surgery, vaccinations, and microchips, or they can take care of that for you on site. You still have time to meet all the requirements to be a responsible pet owner. It's a great time of year to get a new pet for the family with the holidays coming or as a gift. Go over and check out, for me. Go over and check out the Anne Arundel County Animal Care and Control Facebook page for more information or call 410-222-8900. Bring home your puppy or kitten today.
So where are we now with that? Are we getting closer to...
I don't want to get anything until we're back from our Europe trip because I don't want to get a puppy, which is what we want, and then have it be someone else's responsibility for a couple
weeks. What kind of puppy do you want?
I don't care as long as it has a big head. Similar to you.
You just wanted to have a big head, that's it?
Yeah, I like, I know they're not that good.
My dog has a big head.
All right, my husband will not let me get a bulldog, even though I really, really want one. Because
they have a lot of problems.
They have a lot of problems.
What about a French bulldog?
They aren't designed to walk
What about a French
They have
bulldog?
A lot of hip issues.
What about a Boston Terrier?
So...
Big dog, little dog?
I want a big dog. I don't want a little dog.
So you want a big dog with a big head?
I like Rottweilers. I like Mastiffs.
Oh my God, those are big dogs.
Yeah, I probably won't start with that. Probably a lab, like a retriever or something. Oh, wow. I like dogs with big heads.
Wow.
And I want it to be big. I don't want a little dog. I'm not Chihuahua kind of gal.
No nippy dog.
I still really want the bulldog, but I'm not going to get it, I know.
Bulldogs are not big. They're little.
No, but They're not
muscly.
like a miniature poodle or
Mastiffs
anything.
are very cool dogs.
Mastiffs are
but
cool.
They're huge.
I don't
They
want.
should be called mastiffs instead of mastiffs.
I don't want like the Danes. I don't want a Great Dane or anything. Nothing that big.
They're awesome dogs, though.
I know Mastiffs are pretty big too.
Well,
so.
Will, good
if you
luck to
find
you, my
something,
friend.
let me know.
Sounds like a great plan.
Yeah.
A big, huge dog. Sorry, Will.
Me.
I'll work on that. I'll try and talk her into a smaller dog.
No.
Maybe. Well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll talk to David Garreis from the Anne Arundel County Board of Elections. Take a look at our community calendar for events happening around town. We'll be right back.
Today is the beginning of a bright new future for this country.
Won't live a life on my knees.
The voters are coming.
Well, welcome back. Joining us in the studio once again, we have Mr. David Garreis, Deputy Director from our Board of Elections. David, it's been so long.
Yeah.
It's just been, what, ages since we last
Like a
saw
whole
you.
week.
Well, actually, it's great that we have you back because last time we were talking about early voting, and
Yep.
today we're really going to be focusing on actual election day. Dun-dun-dun, it all comes down to this. You've been
That's
working
right.
hard.
Super Bowl for
This is
Board
your
of
Super Bowl.
Elections.
Everything is on the line.
So we got some questions for you, just some reminders for folks out there that are wondering some of those questions that you probably frequently get this time. What do I bring on election day? What do I need to have with me?
Well, we recommend that the voters bring their specimen ballot.
Yeah.
We mail that to everyone, and we even put on there, bring me with you when you go to vote. You can mark it before you vote, and then when you actually get your ballot and you're in the privacy booth, the whole process is a lot quicker.
And can I actually say, yes, that is a very good
Did you bring yours?
tip. I took mine. I went and did early voting on Wednesday, and very fast, by the way, very efficient. So kudos to you and your team. But the ballots are actually laid out exactly like the sample ballot is. And since I had mine all filled out, I didn't have to sit there and read the council questions, read the charter questions, read the state questions, and really think about my answers. I already had it figured out. I just went ahead and filled out my bubbles super quick. I'm not telling you how I voted, don't even ask. But it was really fast. So yes, you should absolutely bring your sample ballot with you. And anything else?
Just be prepared when you get there. The check-in judges are going to ask you for your name, your address, and your month and day of birth. You can give them your driver's license, but you're not required to. Maryland's not one of those states.
So you don't need to have a lot of things on you.
No.
You don't need to come in with it. I just took my cell phone and keys.
Just bring me, myself, and I.
That's it.
Now, how do I know where to vote?
If you have any questions about where to vote, you can go to our website, www.aacounty.org/elections, and we have a polling place locator. It's one of the top highlight boxes on the webpage. Just click that and enter in your information, and you can get a copy of your ballot along with the address of your polling place. And it even has a link that you can click to get directions to your polling place.
So easy. So efficient.
That's what we're trying to do.
Very good.
Do I still have time to become an election judge?
We are right down to the wire. Our last election judge class is Saturday, so if we have anyone that wants to be an election judge, give us a call at 410-222-0449.
Right now. Chuck, give us
Do it
the
now.
flashing
Yeah.
call now. We need the
Yeah.
flashing call now.
410-222-0494.
I've
Okay,
actually
that's
heard
tomorrow. Tomorrow's your last chance.
chance. I've actually heard of some places where there's now a wait list if you want to be a judge because of how well of a turnout they've gotten this year with election judges. So if you're out there and you're thinking that it's something you want to get involved in, and you should, it's really great to give back to your community and be part of this election by being a judge. Tomorrow, that's it. Sign up now. How many people do you have total working on this election?
Total, we have 2,400 election judges, and that includes 200 people who are standby judges. And like we say, the standbys, they work on election day. We bring them to a staging area, and then they fill in the gaps wherever anyone calls out. If you want to be an election judge, you can earn between $190 and $250, depending on your position. So, you know, if you're looking for money for Christmas, things like that, it's a good way to earn a little extra
Little
cash.
side hustle. And be nice when you go there to these people. It's a long day.
Good call, Kristen.
Just give them a hello. And I
Have
don't
some
know.
manners, people.
I don't know if it's because I went on Halloween, but David, they had candy everywhere. They were so nice. I was at Edgewater, shout out, and they were very much into the Halloween spirit. So I don't know if the candy's a regular thing, but that was a nice little extra bonus.
It is very nice.
I like it.
I saw some candidates handing out lollipops. I'm not going to say who. But
Well,
some were handing out
this
lollipops.
was the election judges, so yeah.
Well, everybody can bring some candy.
Yeah, you can bring candy.
Everybody can bring candy. Now we always like to tell people about this. You had this special feature this year, and I think last year as well, where you can check out what the wait times are. Walk us through that. I'm getting ready to go. How do I check?
Well, for early voting, we do have the wait times posted on the website, on our website. But for election day, we don't have that yet. It's one of the projects that we're working on, and we want to have it up and running by the 2020 election. If you are coming to vote and you want to avoid the lines, we recommend you come between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Typically, the longest lines are actually going to be at 7 a.m. when everybody's kind of going to work.
Yeah.
That's when the most people are going to be there. So if you can come between 10 and 4, you'll really avoid the lines. After 4 o'clock, when people start coming back from work or getting off work, the lines will pick up again.
And what are the hours of operation on Election Day, November 6th?
The hours of operation, they are from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. And anyone who is in line by 8 p.m. will be allowed to vote. So if you
Okay.
just get there and you get in line, and there's a long line, because there might be, because we've had a very heavy turnout this year. So if you're in line, you will be allowed to vote.
What about, like you were saying, on the way to work, right after? Is lunchtime a good? I know a lot of people get a
Yeah.
break for lunch.
Lunchtime's a great time.
Good.
There's that sweet spot between, like I say, 10 and 4, where the lines just kind of go away. So
Yeah.
if you can get there between those hours, you'll have a very quick time.
That's good to know.
Now, we love on this show to make predictions, and we don't care if we're right or wrong.
I'm usually wrong.
So here's what I'm going to ask you. What is your guess for what our turnout will be on November 6th, Election Day? How many people will cast ballots in Anne Arundel County on November 6th?
I'm going to guess about 66% of the registered voters will
Are you
cast.
serious?
Yeah.
when
So-
already we've had record turnouts for
Yes.
early
Yeah,
voting.
66% is high.
That is.
Yeah. Because, well, that's just for the ones that are on election day. So I'm guessing you're probably going to have 310,000
Wow.
Wow.
to vote.
So
Yeah.
about 300,000 on Election Day. Another roughly, 80,000 from early voting?
Yeah.
And then how many absentees, roughly?
Right now, we have about 15,000 requests. We've only gotten about 6,000 back. So if you do have an absentee ballot, make sure you mail it back to us. And make sure you
Yes.
get in the mail pretty soon, because you have to give the post office time to get it to us, too. So keep that in mind when you mail it.
What are you telling people what date should
If-
they get it in the mail?
If you have an absentee ballot, you want to get in the mail by Saturday, so November 3rd.
Okay,
So-
tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, lots of
So-
deadlines on Saturdays.
So you heard it here that almost right around 400,000 people will vote
Yes.
in Anne Arundel County altogether.
And still a large number expected to come out on election day, even though we
awesome.
had early voting.
I love it. Don't you love that?
I love it too. David, can you
great.
speak any more to our turnout for early voting? Because I do find this remarkable.
Oh, we had a great turnout for early voting.
Yeah.
We went way past the 2014 numbers. You know, we're proud of it, but it's something we expect because Anne Arundel County usually does get very good turnout.
It's just
Yeah.
going to keep. It's going to keep going
keep
up for
going.
early
Yeah.
voting.
And
you know.
very important question. I think everybody's wondering this. How do I know from the website what voting locations have the Girl Scouts out selling cookies? Because this is really important stuff. I'm hoping you guys are getting this.
I heard Glen
information
Burnie
online.
has a very. I don't quote me, but I heard Glen Burnie.
Murray. Okay.
We're finished with early voting. Excuse me. So
Yeah.
it's going to be.
Don't forget that, folks. Your early
Yeah,
voting
don't go to the
location
early voting
is not
centers.
where your voting location
That's
is
true.
on election day. So make sure you check the website once again, which is
www.aacounty.org/elections.
easy enough. David,
go vote.
thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
back. Next time,
Thank you, David.
bring Girl Scout cookies. It was so good to see you.
Thank you. Good to
Happy
see you too.
Election Day, Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You got this. We'll be right back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Welcome back. The library is having a very cool event just in time for Veterans Day. It's a film series based on World War I. Sara Gannon is in Annapolis with more. Sarah?
We are reporting today with Anne from the library, and we're going to talk about an awesome event that's coming to the Eastport Library. Anne, can you tell us about this awesome event that's coming up?
Yes, it is the Centennial Film Series. Marking the centennial celebration of the ending of World War I, which of course was in November 1918, exactly 100 years ago this month.
Now, what's coming up at the library? What type of movies are you going to be showing, and also what's the format of the program?
Throughout the month of November, the first 3 Fridays and the last Friday, we're skipping Thanksgiving week, we are going to be showing 4 classic, highly regarded films about World War I. They were made in, the earliest was made in 1930, and there's one from 1937 and 2 from the 1940s. And they're well-regarded films.
And this is a free event, is that correct?
Absolutely free, as all of our library activities are.
Great. And can you tell us, there has been some impacts from World War I on our county, and can you share some of that information?
Certainly. Yes, actually, quite a bit of things happened during that time that affect our lives even today. Camp Meade, which of course we know today as Fort Meade, came out of preparation for World War I. It didn't exist before World War I, and it was actually created to process soldiers. It's estimated about 200,000 soldiers who actually served in World War I were processed through Camp Meade. And also the Aberdeen Proving Ground was founded right at the beginning of the war to test weapons systems during the war. In Anne Arundel County, a couple of interesting facts. The Naval Academy actually started their 90-day Wonder program to commission naval officers in 90 days, and it's estimated about 2,500 men came through the Naval Academy. And a very little known fact that I find fascinating is that after West Point, the American college that produced the most Army officers that served in World War I was St. John's College in Annapolis. Yeah, about 60,000 Marylanders served in World War I, and about 1,800 of them lost their lives in World War I. And the last soldier to die in combat in World War I was a man from Baltimore, a 23-year-old man.
That is so interesting. I'm a granddaughter of a World War II vet. So he was in the Army. My grandfather was in the Army. So anytime World War I, World War II is brought up, I think about all of those who sacrificed their lives. And And it's very interesting, about Fort Meade. I mean, that's one of our biggest employers, along with the National Security Agency and the Naval Academy. So it's very interesting. And so it's a free event, all ages. Can all ages attend?
I would not suggest this for a child under 8 unless they're really, really interested in World War I, because but 2 of the movies are quite long. All Quiet on the Western Front is well over 2 hours, as is The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. So again, we don't have a restriction, but I think most children under 8 would find it rather dull.
And then they might get distracting or something. Sure. Well, Ann, I appreciate all that you do for our library system and continue the good work. And this sounds very interesting. If you get a chance, come out to the Eastport Library. And if you need any more information, please go to their website. And can you share the website with them?
The best place to find out information would be at www.aacpl.net. And there will be information, I think, right on the front page of the web page about the festival. And, of course, you can call the Eastport Annapolis Neck Library in Annapolis, and they can give you information, too.
And you can also check out their happenings, the library happenings that circulates around the county. So thanks again, Ann. I appreciate it. And back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sarah. Man, that sounds right up Will's alley.
Pretty cool.
I love old
Black and white
movies.
all day long.
What's your favorite old movie?
Let's see. I really like Casablanca.
I was going to say that too.
Of course. I really like On the Waterfront. I could have been a contender.
Yeah.
What else? I mean, Miracle on 34th Street.
I love
right?
Meet Me in St. Louis. It's one of my favorites.
Good one. I
And
haven't
Judy
seen
Garland. Oh, that's the one. Have yourself a merry little Christmas is from. You just blanked out.
Yes.
Yes.
That
It's
one.
from that
I like
movie.
that one.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to really dive into the old movie genre, but I've never really been able to do it.
Well, you should definitely. Do you have TCM? Is it TCM? TCM has all the classics.
I have it, right?
Probably.
It's like basic, right?
It's usually part of a basic cable package. And you
What
and Kat
movie
should have a date
so
night.
what was the movie you just said?
Meet Me in St. Louis.
Meet Me in St. Louis. I will watch
Meet me in
that.
St. Louis, Louis, meet me at the fair. Yeah.
Cool. So you mentioned that you're going to get a puppy as soon as you get back from
Yeah.
your vacation. Where are you going? Tell us about this.
Well, we still haven't done our honeymoon, which you're about to leave for yours, and you got married months after us, which is fine. It's just we got married.
Worked out perfect for me. 'Cause
Yes.
Kristen came to my wedding instead of her honeymoon.
Instead of my honeymoon, I changed
Boom.
everything so I could make sure I could be there. Had nothing to do with anything else.
You are such a great friend.
I am a good friend.
Boom.
Now you guys are going to the Bahamas?
Yes.
Bahamas. We are going to Italy and France. We're doing Rome, Florence, Venice, and Paris.
Whoa. That's a lot.
Yeah, we are doing it.
Kat and I like to say whenever we talk about our dreams of going to Europe that we're going to eat our way across Italy.
That's what we're
eat
doing.
our way across France.
Yeah.
Are you going to eat your way across Europe?
Absolutely, yeah.
What is the #1 food that you want in Europe?
Well, obviously pasta.
Pasta?
Good handmade pasta.
Oh,
and then in France, it's all about the desserts. I want to wake up. I want a chocolate croissant. I want a good
Did I
baguette.
tell you, when I was in Paris,
You have to get there early.
for some reason, we missed the croissants like every day.
You have to get there early, Dave.
I think it's because we slept too late.
And this is the thing. Will and I don't vacation like most people. Most people want to go on vacation and they want to just lay down on a beach or in a spa or something and they want to relax. I want to, and Will wants to too, we want to go check out museums and architecture and get coffee and talk to locals and try different food. And I'm on Yelp all the time looking for where I need to go and who recommends what.
That's cool.
I don't know how to slow down.
Well, wait, have you been to Europe before?
I've only been to England.
Okay, so that's a big part of it because now that I've only been once and I went to Paris, and now that I've been to Paris, I mean, we did every single touristy thing.
So now you could go back and just
So when
enjoy
I go
yourself.
next time, I will just completely chillax.
Yeah.
And I will get those croissants because I will time my whole day around when the bakeries are open.
Yes.
Because you cannot figure out when anything's open
have
in
to
France.
go early.
It's very confusing. I don't understand, and everyone's on strike all the time.
Yeah.
But it's so
I might
fun.
have also.
It's so fun. I'm jealous.
I might have also booked another trip.
Can I pick out the puppy while you're gone?
You're not listening. I might have also booked another trip.
To where?
Costa Rica, ladies only. We're going out, girls' night, every night.
People are going to think we're some kind of hoity-toity rich people. Or
We're
something.
not. I haven't traveled in so long, and all this past year was wedding planning.
Yeah.
So
I like to say we work hard, but we play
last
hard.
year was wedding planning. This
We
year
work
was
hard,
paying
we save
off
up
wedding
our money.
planning. Next year,
We get the deals.
traveling. Yeah.
All right. Well, we look forward to hearing
If
all
you
about it.
have a travel destination you'd like to recommend, let us know on our Facebook page, Arundel TV.
Even if it's in Anne Arundel County, because that's a very nice
It's a
low-price
staycation.
vacation.
We have some really great areas,
We
destination
do.
areas here.
You know what? We should do that one time. We should do travel
We
destinations
could.
in Anne Arundel County. There's so many of them.
Beautiful Airbnbs, beautiful bed and breakfasts. Yeah, we should do that.
Okay.
Get it. I like
Deal.
it. Perfect.
Well, that wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode and archived episodes online anytime on Facebook or YouTube by simply searching for Arundel TV. Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around the county, and we'll see you next time.
Go vote.